depending on which direction they're going, or across town.
You mean 95, they get 93 by just going on 62. going
Well, I mean,
west
no,
of
if they wanna get back on 93 to go out that way, across, they've gotta go out to 62. I mean, they've gotta go out to 125 or Concord Street. Those that are cutting across, now they have an excuse to continue cutting
Right.
across.
Interesting you mentioned 93. Mass Highway sent a letter to me saying that they're going to be replacing 14 bridge decks on I-93, further south than us, toward Boston, beginning in the spring of 2011 through the end of 2011, and will restrict lanes during that period of time. And as someone who's been driving through 495 for the last year, I can tell you that that is not an easy experience.
So it's gonna be even worse.
Just for our residents to know that there is gonna be an I-93 problem downstream beginning in
Well,
the
it's
spring
gonna
of
cause
2011.
more traffic to flow down 28.
Correct.
Any more good news?
Yeah, really, some good news. You have a copy of a report that was submitted by the Finance Department on the Emergency Command Center. Just make brief note of it. The comment was that the Emergency Management Director, Mr. Kouliopoulos, is doing a very good job. I won't read the report, but I think it documents the fact that we're in a good position. Should be a major emergency in the community, we have to depend upon our Emergency Management Department.
Well, I guess the question that I had, why did this thing pop up like this? And why is it the finance director that's doing the
Oh,
inspection
because
of this? I
I,
don't understand the.
Ask them to audit the equipment as he serves in that role in terms of establishing town property, the condition of town property, town assets and such. So that's why he was involved in the whole process.
So do we do this for the fire department and the police department on an
Yeah, we
annual
actually,
basis?
sure.
We do, okay.
We don't do a nice fancy report like this, but we can do it.
Well, no, it just comes out of nowhere, and I'm saying, what is it, what new requirement do we have, or?
Is
It was
or
the
is it just-
administration just wanted to make sure because we had a department that really was built from the ground up.
This person, Theo, sits in our facilities, right?
He's very much part-time. Very much part-time.
I didn't really understand the function. Not that I would, I'm not public
He's,
safety.
fulfills the role of the, what used to be called the old civil defense director. So if you think about civil defense director, that's what the emergency management director is. He's responsible for coordination of activities in the event of an emergency. He doesn't have any legal authority to declare an emergency and such. That comes from you guys, comes from public safety.
But he just uses our facilities as a command center,
Correct.
essentially?
He's appointed by.
He's making,
Got it.
I'm gonna just move on to number 7, which is on my list, is the Youth Services Director, Erica Hansen, is beginning her work this week. My understanding is, she's coming in on Wednesday, and Ms. Hansen is hired as a result of a extensive screening and interview process, and I wanna welcome her and wish her the best when she does come on board. She's got some big shoes to fill as our new Youth Services Director.
Excuse me, if I may, on that, I'd like to welcome her, but I have concerns as we go into the next year with our budget constraints and possible layoffs and so on. I sent Greg an email on that. I was concerned because we're bringing somebody on board. I know we have the funds for this year, but when we come to next year, we may be in a position, or most likely be in a position, to have to lay off some people. And I would have thought that this would have been a time not to really hire somebody, because we may be setting that person up for being caught in our financial budget and our squeeze and have to be laid off. And so I expressed a concern on that, and we're gonna have to show some restraints for next year, so it didn't seem prudent at this time for us to do this. That was just a perspective.
just in relation, I mean, I waged the battle early on before we filled it initially and lost the battle. And to me, decision's been made, by majority of the board, at town meeting, that the position was going to be full-time position under general government, and it's been funded, and it is. I would just hope that, that she's been forewarned that, everything's subject to appropriation and coming in eyes wide open. Again, as I was saying, the appropriation's there for this year, the money's there. The battles were waged a while ago, and decisions were made, so that's fine. And I don't necessarily disagree with you totally, but the fact is, the position's funded, it's being filled. I just
It
hope
is.
that the new person coming in is coming in eyes wide open and under no illusion that everything's subject to appropriation going forward. And, I hope we can fund it. Like every other position, it's gonna be open for discussion and prioritization, so. But welcome her, yeah.
Yeah.
Big shoes to fill. Janelle Larry did a great job.
That's it, thank
And
you
I
very much.
understand, was yours, Mike, you emailed a ton of applicants,
75.
75 applicants for this position.
I mean, I have to give the whole team credit. I couldn't believe the amount of work they put into this, and they did not make that decision lightly. And I did send you guys an email, hopefully everybody saw how much work they put into it, and I really give a lot of credit to the teens that were involved. They allowed them to participate, and their questions were excellent. It really, I think, contributed significantly to the selection process, so I give my sincere appreciation to the teens that were involved in that as well.
Speaking, with respect to what, I don't think Jeff is questioning the process of picking somebody. I think he's just concerned about the budget. We're all concerned about the budget, but I think this is an important position, and I've supported it from the beginning. And, we will be crossing some challenges as we go forward with the budget. And when we have everything together, we'll obviously have to debate that position along with others. But I think as long as the individual that's taken the position understands that she serves a position that, is not on the top priority of keeping when, in the pecking order of things from the point of view of school teaching staff and public safety, that, we'll cross that bridge. I'm certainly gonna do my best to maintain that position. Anything else, Greg?
Not under my report.
Okay, let's do, new and old business. Mr. O'Leary?
Just congratulations to a whole host of teams, fall teams from the high school who were able to advance. The soccer team, volleyball team, cheerleading team, all advanced and done extremely well. Postseason, all the students and participants and players worked very hard and had to be congratulated with their achievements. And additionally, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to the play, but my son Jimmy did, and he just said it was a fantastic play that was put on. And I understand Mr. Yule's daughter was a member of the cast, and when my 18-year-old son comes home, very impressed with his peers' performance, that says volumes. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it, but I just said it was a great performance, and congratulations to them on that also. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Sort of continuing on with that, I'd like to put my congratulations out to the North Reading cheerleaders. The JVC and the D cheerleaders came in first place in their competition this past weekend, and also the C team came in fourth place. Very proud of all of them. I think you can tell the program was well supported and the results speak for themselves. And also for, youth football was another successful year. It did wrap up this past weekend with our C team being one of the only teams making it to the playoffs. So congratulations to them for getting to the playoffs in overtime. They did end up losing, but they had an amazing year, and it was a wonderful effort on their part. I want to pass along a thank you to Susan Magner. For those of you who did make it to the Veterans Day ceremony, she did an excellent job putting it together. The turnout was excellent. The weather, you couldn't beat the day. And to all our veterans, That was a very nice ceremony and tribute towards them.
If I may just interject something.
Right ahead, sir.
The display that was put together by, I've forgotten the name of the person, but.
Gina, I believe it's Gina. It'll come to me.
what is it?
John. Joan?
Gina
Gina
Johnson,
Johnson.
right. And I mean, that's something that everybody in the community should, at some point in time, see. Just spectacular hand sketches of everyone that's served in Massachusetts.
Greg, I'd like you to do me a favor if you could. Pass along a message to Dick and his staff that did the parking lot over here on the side for the, not only for our town hall, but for the food pantry. They did an excellent job, how quickly after town meeting, they jumped right on it. And it looks fantastic, and I've already heard a lot of great positive things from the elderly and the folks that really needed access into that building a little easier. So they did a nice job, and they should deserve a lot of credit. And also, they did a really nice job on North Street. I think it came out really